What's good? Welcome back to the channel. Chris back with another video for you guys. Today I'm on the 2019 Hyundai Sonata. I do believe this is a 2.4 liter, so just say 4-cylinder. All right, so we're getting ready to change the spark plugs today, / tune up. Pop all your corners up, and sometimes they all come out. But you got your grommets right here, your pop spots. Usually you have to pop them out, and then you have your connectors and everything here. Looks like we got a 10 milli. Let's verify. 10 millimeter all the way across. Let's go ahead and get you close real quick so I can show you what's up. All right, so got these dudes across here. This is a push up and pinch style. Let me set back up here in a second. Might need a pick or something to get these out. So yeah, let's see if I can pull one out. And I'm not. Give me a sec. All right, so I got my pick. Got one up here. Let's come over to this one right here. Same thing in there. You might have to dig a little bit and get them to slide up. They're usually a little thicker on some other vehicles, but it is what it is. But you got to be very gentle. Let me grab another pick. All right, let's try this one. There we go. Got it to come loose, so I'm gonna do that to this one and this one over here. And to get to this here, you're gonna have to remove this rubber bushing here. I'm gonna set up on the tripod. All right, so when you're doing these clips, you wanna be very, very gentle. I think I'm going to use something else. Use a flat head, a small flat head, see if that'll help out a little better. I'd rather do it on camera to help versus not, so, but just be very gentle, and sometimes you might have to spray some WD-40 on them, but got that one to slide back. So let's squeeze these and pull them out all the way down. I got one more to do, and just be gentle, don't squeeze them too hard because you can crack these. And we got this one to get up, and let's see what we get. And I might spray this one if it doesn't want to cooperate. Yeah, let me spray it. Just a little bit of lubrication. See if it comes out now. There we go. There we go. All right, let's squeeze that one and pull it. There we go. We got all those out. Let's move this forward and back and out our way for the moment. Don't need my picks and stuff anymore. All right, so let's get this 10 millimeters and get up out of here. Got our 3/8 ratchet. Always check your wrench, righty tighty, lefty lefty. Just go all the way across. And take your time. Is the main thing is to take your time. And let's move this connector, squeeze and pull, so we can get access to this coil pack here. Alright, you might want to have you a magnet on standby just in case you drop one of your screws. Alright, so we're going to wiggle these, pop them out one at a time, and I usually lay them in the bay where the windshield wipers are. But they should just pop out, and you want to check around here for oil because you might need a valve cover gasket if it has a lot of oil on it. These look great, coil packs look great. And we got all those out of there. All right, so should be a 5/8. If not, it might be a thin wall because it's a newer model, but we'll know soon in a second. Nope, standard 5/8 spark plug removal. All right, let's break them free. Sometimes they're real tight, so I usually do it on a semi-warm engine, probably about 100, 150 degrees. But you want to tease them, make sure they all break free. And don't just change one. You might get a misfire or something. That means change them all, because once you do it, you might have that misfire on another one later because you only fixed one plug. There we go. And get them all broke free. Make sure we set. All right, so we're set. Let me grab my anti-seize for have it on standby. All right, so I got my anti-seize ready. Let's go ahead and back these on up and out the way. And let's get a little more height. Get them real loose. Yeah, they should be loose enough for me to use the speed ratchet. And I'm not gonna zoom them out real fast, just gonna go slow. Make sure you set always. And we're just about there. And we got one out. All right, yeah, it's time. I'll show you the comparison here in a moment, but let's get all these out straight across, and that way we can start loading it back up. Went too fast on that one, but we're all good. But yeah, it's time for a tune-up. Okay, so I'll show you the new one in a moment, but that's what happens. The tips get real ugly. Yep, this one's looks a little worse, but yep, it's going to improve the gas mileage and everything. But you want to do this at least every 75 to 100,000 miles. You know, it might be over when you get the vehicle, but just know to do that as soon as you can. I usually do that, tune up, oil change, and my brakes, depending on if it needs them or not. But that's what I do when I first get a vehicle that's used. All right, when I go back in, I'm not going to use this. I'm going to go back in, hand tighten all the way, and just torque it down just enough, tighten a little bit. All right, so we got all four of these dudes out. All right, let's go over here to the bench and set up the new dudes. We went with the Autolite Iridium. I'm not sure. We're going to see how these act, because you know how some spark plugs like certain vehicles, but I think these will do the job. And there's the parts number there up in the right-hand side. All right, let's go ahead and set up these spark plugs. All right, so we got all our spark plugs out, and let's get them out one at a time and just pre-lube them with a little bit of anti-seize. And I usually don't bring them all out right away, but I have somewhere to put them. And it's not a V6. A V6, you know, you're gonna be on the side, so you want to keep them in and do them one at a time. But doesn't hurt, especially if you know you're safe. Just put a little on there, anti-seize on all these dudes.
They all different. I'm on different ones.
And you don't need a lot. Don't cloud it, because you're gonna thread them in when you spin. All right. And this will be the last one. Now let's put this up. Don't hit your tip. All right. Got all those ready. Let's go ahead and start putting them in. And before I tighten them, I'm just going to get a few threads just to get them all inside the holes. So let's go ahead and do so.
You want to do that?
Got one. Let's go back in. And you want to feel it. Give it some spins. Pull them out. Let's go to the next one. All the way down. Give them some spins.
Need some rocks, at least.
Bring it back out.
I just saw some good ones, right?
All the way down. But yeah, 4 cylinders are a lot easier than some 6s, and it's pretty much right here directly in front of you. So always a good thing. All right. And definitely always want to feel them, and I usually tighten them in as far as I can by hand, because you can feel the tension. That's why you don't want to use a ratchet impact or anything like that. You want to at least feel the threads go all the way in and stop. It doesn't hurt to have a little more patience to make sure you don't cross thread, because once you try to take them out, they're going to break, and then you're going to have more of a problem in the future, / you might have to get a new engine or have it resurfaced or rethreaded. All right, so we got these almost all the way in. He's tight all the way. Let's get this one. And they're all stopped. Let's check our wrench. Make sure we're going tight. And let's work our way down. And you're gonna feel it tight and a little bit. Because you can over tighten, so you definitely don't want to. You'll feel it stop a little bit and just a little bit. That's it. There we go. That's it. All right, so now let's put our coils back in and move our trash out the way. And let's drop them in. This one, connecting. Well, let's drop them all in. Some of them you might want to connect them first, like this one. So go ahead and connect this one and slide our sleeve back up, lock it in place. Let's connect this one. Slide our sleeve up and match them down, get them ready. All right, coil number 4, coil number 3. And before we do this one, let's connect this one first. Slide it forward, and there we go. Make sure we're in good. All right, let's connect our connector back after we put this screw in.
That's it.
One more coil. Just connect this dude here. Slide it forward. Make sure they're all forward. And let's get our screws. And let's go. This one started. Wiggle it a little. There we go. Let's work our way across.
Magician.
And position this one a little better. And fill them all. All right. Let's spin these on up. Don't over tighten them. Let's give it a test crank. They're all good. All good. And just to test to make sure they're good. All right, so now we can connect our connector back. There, put our bushing back on, our cover. All right, we got that dude there. And let's clean up, and this will be the procedure on the 2019 Hyundai Sonata 2.4. And hit that thumbs up for me, subscribe to the channel, it definitely helps out. And I'll put in the title if it's, you know, any other ones like 2020, 2021, I'll put in the title, I'll look it up. But yeah, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and I'm out. So we're gonna fire up the engine so you can hear our sound, and don't forget to put your cover back on. But here we go. Sounds good. So you're gonna have to do this for another 75 to 100,000 miles. So thanks for watching, and we out of here.